turn up, make them shit. Like I'm real new phantom in the backseat. I'm from LA. And I'm with these. Condo like the. Near my friend. Bestie. I just. My friend told her catch me. She so precious. Might not again, she too messy. No flex. Rose gold ornaments. Drop 210 cars.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A breathtaking view of Memphis, Tennessee as we get ready to go here today. And a happy Thursday evening to you folks. Hope you're ready for some NBA action here on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies right here at FedEx Forum. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
And we have a minute to catch up with our reporter. What do you have for us, Allie?
Hey, Brian. Well, the Memphis Grizzlies, they're still young. They're finding their way in a loaded Western Conference. Coach Taylor Jenkins said, we know there's going to be ups and downs. We're going to have...
I like that. Good stuff, Allie. And the Lakers starting five. At forward, it's the incredible duo of LeBron and AD. Kent Bazemore is out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's Howard in at the five. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Ja Morant is out there with DeAnthony. Melton, and it's Brooks in at the three. Melton with the ball, and Howard picks him up defensively. The floater, James with the rebound.
Yeah, and you know, as LeBron continues his illustrious, remarkable career, the question seems unavoidable. It's inevitable. Him or MJ for greatest of all time. For me, it's a matter of...
Oh, wow!
Oh, watch out below.
Big finish.
Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
And it's Jackson on the take. And the dunk by Jackson.
B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Melton outside. Pass to Brooks. Down low. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got his second bucket on the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's James. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Weight room muscle on display there. James, even when he gets hit, he can still score.
James at the line for one.
That free throw good from James.
And the longevity of LeBron's greatness is unprecedented. The oldest starter in the league last season.
and still producing at an MVP level.
Morant, no good.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
James outside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And what's incredible for LeBron is not just how good he is at his age, but the mileage on his body grip.
So true, BA. I mean, just 3 players in NBA history have exceeded 60,000 minutes played, including the playoffs. That's Kareem, Karl alone, and the one and only LeBron James.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Baines checked in. Both free throws good from James.
Sometimes I think we take watching LeBron James for granted. I mean, no player in league history has been the best in the league for well over a decade. Extended greatness from the king in terms of championship finals appearances and any other measurable you want to use.
And Grant, how often do players check in on their own stats during a season?
BA, everybody in the league watches their numbers. Some guys are just willing to admit it.
That free throw no good. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time.
There have been more than a few NBA players out of New Zealand, but Adams will always be able to brag that he was the first Kiwi ever picked in the first round.
James. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5. Pass to Howard. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. Anthony's checked in for Monk.
For a team foul. Coming up to the floor for the Lakers, Carmelo Anthony.
Back to James. Double team on James. Here's Bazemore to the paint. Here's Howard. Clock is at 3. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. The shot by James, no good.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And so in the game for the Lakers, Davis slides in at 4 with Howard playing center. Kent Bazemore is out there with LeBron James. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. Here's James. Here's Howard. Lays it up and banks it in. Howard's gotten his second bucket of the game.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Jackson finds Brooks. Stolen by Davis. It's James on the wing. Jacks up at 3. The shot misses. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. The Lakers beat them last time when these two met in Los Angeles.
Turnovers were the story of that game. It wasn't what I would call a disciplined performance.
Yeah, and when you think about it, there was some really sloppy basketball being played by them, and they recognized that had they played a cleaner game, they could have gotten a win.
In his comfort zone, finding an opening and exploding to the rim.
For Memphis, they've gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning of the second. Melton passes to Adams. Double team on Adams. It's stolen by James. On the break. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
LeBron deals with a ton of physical defense, and he dishes out some physical contact too. But that's why he works so hard on his body. I mean, you might foul him, but you're not going to push him around. No way, Jose.
Tillman's checked in for Memphis. Conchar comes in for Melton. Inside, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Fade away. Jackson can't get it to go.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Oh, LeBron hammers it home. Timeout call. Memphis. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And he makes the first.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
Both free throws good from James. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Ja Morant is out there with Anthony Melton. And it's Brooks in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. To the inside. Here's Jackson. Good. And the setup by Morant. Jackson's got 20.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Anthony Melton. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd team foul.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. James against Brooks. James goes in, and it's James with the jam.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. It's stolen by Howard. James outside. Pass to Howard. Over Melton. And too long on the shot.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Brooks outside. Lets it go from deep. LeBron with the rebound. James has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far. Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Up top, Brooks. Guarded by Howard. Howard on the double team. Ooh, Howard with a block.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Here's Morant. He's got 18. Melton outside. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot.
Since the break, they've really locked it down defensively, looking much more solid now.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
And slam dunk by James.
You know, once he takes that first step, LeBron is virtually unstoppable. Raw athleticism gives him the upper hand.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Melton passes to Brooks. Jackson outside. Ooh, poked away. Stolen by Davis. James outside. Here he goes. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. There's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Here's James. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Pass to Davis. Shoots over Jackson. Here's James. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Now James. Brooks defending. James attacking. Yes, sir. Great play by Rondo to set him up. Rondo. He's got 7 assists in the game. Morant against Davis. Morant, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Morant against James. Oh, they get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Last season, Draymond Green called out what he saw as a double standard. When players ask for trades, they're vilified. But teams can announce they're planning to trade a player and sit him on the bench in the meantime, and then it's taken in stride. Guys, he feels like it's disrespectful.
Well, that's something to consider, Allie. Thanks. Good stuff. Timeout call. All right, let's take a look at the...
We get what? Is this man for the... Had to work the plan, set up shop. But life, pray to God. So I love my time till I'm gone. Vices I dealt with the wrong. Exhaling the nimbus, head pain in my song. I'm loving a heavenly touch, got a... And I'm... This life kinda shoot me on job. Yeah, be honest, do not stay to a boss. I'm seeing my people be lost, so I'm finding a way.
Big bank need racks on me. Stack that, keep that low key. The hair and nails on fleek, grip that. Me and my G's are top 3, paving the way, man, no sheep. Watch out for what you can't see, cause the man pre-learned that from my OG. Big bank need racks on me. Stack that, keep that low key. Bad with the hair and nails on fleek, grip that. Me and my G's.
And a glimpse in the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. From the plains of Oklahoma, welcome high above downtown Oklahoma City. Thanks for joining. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous.
Like you, David, on the sideline. Boy, I love Gilgeous-Alexander in his game. D.A., thank you. And now the Lakers starting group. Howard and A.D. play together down on the block. Monk is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. And for the Thunder, we've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Favors is out there with Williams. And it's Giddey in a shooting guard. When you know you're on a championship contender, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys have an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. James looking it over. Yep, it counts. James has got his second bucket of the night.
Driving with that kind of speed and power, LeBron bulldozes his way through contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. And James pulls it down. We play just over a minute here in the first. Here's Howard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Howard really brings it on the offensive glass, using that wide wingspan to come up with those loose balls.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Last game with 30 points. And he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
James, no good.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
The pass to Deck. Over Rondo. The shot by Deck, no good.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time. They are out of rhythm, 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
James with the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Count that one.
This is what Shea excels at, navigating shot blockers in the paint and finishing.
Greg, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over in that Paul George trade. He exploded after that deal.
Most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
And it's good, 2 points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The drive. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
And this is how you fire up your teammates. LeBron with a 10 on that one.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Howard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Great D that time from Davis. And it's Davis with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. And they double up Davis. Lets it go from deep. And James gets it to go on the assist by Davis. James has got 13.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period. And he continues to stay aggressive.
Under trailing by 9. Pass to Deck. Gilgeous-Alexander against Rondo. Favors trying to break free. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Here's James driving the lane, and the dunk by James.
What a sudden drive by LeBron. The defense doesn't get any chance to react.
Thunder have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Giddey, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. LeBron has doubled. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Monk kicks to Rondo. James outside. Rondo finds James. 5 to shoot. He takes it in. Unable to get that one. That's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And while we have a chance, here are the teams that have swatted away the most shots this season. In 3rd, the Lakers.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Back to Williams. Fires the 3.
And whether or not he makes the all-defensive team, LeBron is one of the league's premier defenders.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Derek Favors.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Thunder trailing by 9. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 6. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander passes it to Favors. Five on the clock. Here's Williams.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboards. That has been key.
For a guy LeBron's size to shift direction like that off the bounce, unreal, man, unreal.
The Thunder have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Rondo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Here's Giddey. Punk defending. Just 5 to shoot. Giddey no good. Lakers leading by 11. The feed to Rondo. He dishes it to James. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Rondo kicks to Davis. Monk for 3. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
In a moment here now to see the numbers for LeBron James. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's averaging 48 points, 11 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big...
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
They've got Favors. Williams is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Jack in a power forward position. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Somebody's got to rotate over, but who wants to step in front of LeBron?
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. And there's the drive. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Oh, he's putting on a show. For these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Coming into last season, the Thunder had posted a winning record every year for more than a decade. But when they decided to rebuild, they went all in and promoted their G League coach, Mark Daigneault, to head coach. He said adversity tests the connection of the team, tests everything, and shows you who you are. Guys?
Good way to start. Thanks, D.A.
Favors using his imposing frame to rock the rim.
Lakers leading by 17. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
And when he takes it inside, the points are going to come, whether like that possession or just getting to the line.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Deck. Rebound the Lakers.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
There's the pass to Howard. Back to LeBron. To the inside. And it's Monk that time on the assist by James. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
The awareness of LeBron knows where everyone is on the floor at all times.
Jack passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Nobody near Williams. Gets a very good look and converts. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by LeBron. LeBron's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Makes it off the glass.
LeBron James.
LeBron's got 47 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And there's the call on James.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Anthony's checked in for Los Angeles. Now it.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of the year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at James. He has a huge vote total right now. Number 3, in fact, among Western Conference players.
And looking more and more like he'll be a starter. And that's really a tribute to the work he's put in this season. He's earned each and every one of those votes.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Davis, the dynamic forward pair. Rajon Rondo is out there with Monk, and it's Howard in at the 5, down low. Pass to Jerome. Here's Giddey. Clock at 6. Over Monk. The Thunder with another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And another one falls. Amazing. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Williams. He can't hit that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. LeBron, good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Knocked loose and stolen by LeBron. Feeds to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Assisted.
LeBron's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Lakers?
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Stolen away. Here's Giddey. Monk defending. Passes it to Jerome. Here's Deck. Davis with the double team. The open shot, Williams, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And that's 15 points for Williams.
I don't know what coach told him at halftime, but yes.
LeBron James.
And in the history of the game, few players LeBron's size have handled the ball as well as he does.
Thunder have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Giddey, the pass to Deck. Here's Jerome. Over in the corner, Williams. And the Thunder, another 3.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts.
Between 3 and 6, when my big ideas hit. Green, freeways driving fast and fast. It's hard to be fake with nobody else awake. I can't live how I live, baby, hanging hard, working hard. Not midnight, not sunrise. In a weird part of the night, that's the time I feel alright. All the giving that girl a risky taste. Thrill seeking grin, squeezing, give your life meaning. That's spot on the clock when the world can't throw you off. Not midnight, not sunrise. In a weird part of the night, yeah. That's the time I feel alright, yeah. All the goes away, oh yeah. And then it comes back in the day, yeah. Doing it right, on the weird night. Doing it right, on the weird night. Doing it right, on the weird night. In the weird part of the night, yeah. That's the time I feel alright, yeah. All the goes away, oh yeah. And then it comes back in the day, yeah. Doing it right, on the weird night. Doing it right, on the weird night. Doing it right, on the weird night. Doing it right, on the weird night.
All scores, trying to outscore you.
In the weird part of the night, yeah.
View from the air. And let's go
from the outset.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for DeAndre Jordan.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. They've got Chuma Okeke. Suggs is out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's Wagner in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Lakers, Davis slides in at 4 with Howard playing center. Kent Bazemore is out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's James in at the small forward position. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Pass to Ross. Out left to the wing. Back to Carter. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And over the course of a long regular season, does a coach need to keep things new and interesting? Or is it better to be consistent and stick to the same message?
You know, well, I think consistency is helpful as far as roles and the team's philosophy. Off the court is where having fun and keeping loose can pay those dividends.
It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
Outside Ross. We played just over a minute here in the first. launches it. They grab their own miss. Here's Carter, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Rondo. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
As a defender, you can never let Rondo get going to the hoop. Make him take the J.
Here's Suggs. Check by Rondo. To the wing, right side. Wagner for three. Pure from three-point range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Now James turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City.
James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
After a deep collegiate championship run, Jalen Suggs looks so ready for the pressures of league play.
Oh, he's got ice in his veins for sure. Taking his college team to the finals with a buzzer-beating three-pointer, that kind of grit will serve him well in the NBA. Getting out to a nice lead, great flow and great execution.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 so far. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. They get the rebound. Howard banked it in off the glass.
It's a battle boxing Howard. Too big, too strong.
Orlando leading. And here's Ross. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Here's Okeke. No good. In and out off the rim.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually, he drops those in between jumpers.
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Right side, Ross. Pass to Okeke. Shoots over Rondo. Okeke can't hit.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Orlando has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Now here's Ross. Now here's Wagner. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Here's James. Driving in. The rebound by Carter.
Got to practice that one a little bit more. I think Coach will have some words for him at the next break.
The three from Suggs. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
James outside. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
The overwhelming strength of James is just brushing past defenders on his way up.
Here's Suggs. And the layup falls. Suggs has got 8 points.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
James goes in to the middle. Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Carter. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Just a solid understanding of how to exploit the team. Carter Jr., he's impressive at positioning himself in these situations.
Now, here is James. Oh, swiped away. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's foul number 2. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And they've also gotten a big boost in the early going tonight with their productivity at the free throw line.
At forward, it's the incredible duo of LeBron and AD. Rajon Rondo out there with Malik Monk. And it's Howard in at the center position. That's the Laker 5. Here's Suggs. His last outing, he had 20. Pass to Okeke. Now here's Anthony. Monk covers. Just 5 to shoot. Anthony in the post. Monk covers. Some solid defense from James. Tries again. And it's laid in by Davis.
Okay. Competitive Davis gets to the board. He knows how valuable second shots are.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Jonathan Isaac making his return from that knee injury he suffered in the bubble. Through the grueling rehab, he kept hope, kept the faith, and kept working to come back strong. He said it revealed another level of grit and grind inside of him. And guys, he's determined to come back better than ever.
Thanks, Allie. James passes to Monk. Outside, Rondo. Can't get it to drop. Now Orlando takes it the other way. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
Yeah, should be a fun game to watch. I mean, 2 teams that don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight.
Now here's Rondo. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And it's in there.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Here's Suggs. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
It's James on the wing. Give him 8. And it's James with the J.
This is the force that is LeBron James. Now, when he takes off like this, get ready for a show.
Orlando has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Here's Suggs. Check by Rondo. Pass to Suggs. To the wing on the left. Here's Okeke. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Okeke's got 4 points this quarter.
He's finally got into rhythm here in the second. His shooting percentage has taken a nice jump.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, living legend. LeBron James, more all-NBA selections than any player in history, and he's still going strong.
Isaac, he's checked in for Wagner. And LeBron in his mid-30s. He's not slowing down. Chris, it seems like he's getting better.
Just think about it. Scoring, rebounding, and assisting at career-high rates. I mean, we know Father Time is undefeated, but LeBron's probably going with Father Time the longest round.
Here's Okeke. He has 6. Suggs with the bucket.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Oh, rejected by Isaac. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. James goes in. And James throws it down.
Man, you gotta love watching James sky for the slam. I mean, demonstrating how high he can get up off the drive.
Anthony against Monk. 20 feet out. The open shot, Isaac. That one rolls around and rims out.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
James passes to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
It's a great find, as always. LeBron with his finger on the pulse of the game.
Orlando has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Monk against Anthony. Rebounded by the Lakers.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding how to hit a shot.
It's James with the drive. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
Well, James isn't afraid of taking some risks, especially with how he dribbles the ball. Completely loses the defense that time.
Anthony, the pass to Carter. Here's Okeke. Checked by Davis. Here's Suggs. 13 points in the game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Howard.
No trespassing. Howard controlling the defense.
Orlando making some changes. Lopez comes in for Okiki. And it's Fultz in for Anthony. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Lakers ball.
The Lakers trail. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
James passes to Monk. Floats one. Here's Davis. Uncovered. Here's Howard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Howard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Suggs. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Double team on James. Pass to Monk. Back to James. Going inside. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Brad, your dad played pro football. You think that players who grew up around pro sports have an advantage?
Yes, B.A. Obviously, being around a professional athlete, understanding the dedication, the sacrifice, the work that goes into it, really, I think, helped me at an early age as I was developing in a different sport.
Now here's Fultz. 11 points in the game. Got it. And the Magic lead by 5.
And sometimes it seems Lopez enjoys scoring through the defense. I mean, it feels like he can tackle any challenge.
James double teamed. Jordan. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Wendell Carter.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line could be the next best thing. And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter. And his...
And for the Lakers, they're shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. On the court for the Magic, Chuma Okiki is out there with Wendell Carter. Then there's Wagner, then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Suggs in at the point guard position. Here's Suggs. Checked by Rondo. Outside Ross. Pass to Carter. Over Howard. Carter can't get it to go.
Might take him a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
The Magic have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Here's Okiki. Rejected by James.
Versatile, talented defender. LeBron excels in using his athleticism and length to swat shots away.
Pass to Howard. Six on the shot clock. Here's James.
Did you see that? Strike the punch. I like the throwdown. Coach trusts LeBron to do big numbers. It must be nice to see him in a groove like this.
And how about the mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Now here's Carter. He's got 5. Fires from the line. And that one hits the back iron.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Stolen by Carter. Outside Ross. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3. Ross has got 6 points in the quarter.
But he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? I mean, pull up and bury the 3 in transition.
Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Now, with his athletic ability, LeBron drives with purpose. He puts the D in a difficult position whenever he gets the chance.
Here's Suggs. Checked by Rondo. Tries a 10-footer. Goes back up. And the layup is good by Carter. Carter's got 7 points in the game.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Here's James. And James throws it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Now here's Wagner, a go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
And Davis slams it home.
Absolutely dominant above the rim. Davis knows how to use his size to his advantage.
Orlando. Here's a Kiki. Ross for three. James with the rebound. James has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Davis slides in at 4 with Howard playing center. Kent Bazemore is out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's James in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now, here is James. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Bazemore. The offensive rebound. And finished off by Davis.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
Second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
And James puts up a deep 3. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Carter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Coach trusts him to make when he plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Outside Ross. Pass to Okiki to tie it up. Gets the 3 ball to go. And it's a tie ball game.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
But it had to be these days. You need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Now, here is James. Drives to the hoop. And it's James with the jam.
He'll take it to the rack every chance if you let him. In attack mode here down the stretch.
Here's Suggs. Ross with it. Pass to Suggs. Here's Okiki. Now Carter. Checked by Rondo. Back to Okiki. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they'll get another chance. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Oh, he's just such a terrific offensive rebounder. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
James outside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Now Ross to take the lead. That one's wide left. And for the Lakers, they're shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Pass to Bazemore. Over to the left wing. Howard inside. Carter's there. The shot by Howard, no good. Here's Suggs. Drills it from deep. Suggs has got 6 points in the quarter.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his 2nd triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Orlando calls timeout.
Yeah, coach.
Here's Lakers, no good. Orlando has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Pass to Suggs. Back to Wagner. Carter with it, guarded by Howard. Carter can't get it to go. The Lakers trail. And here's James. Anthony finds James. And here's Davis. Green for 3. Howard.
That's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
They shoot again. Out to James. And it's Wendell Carter with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Lakers with some changes. Bazemore's checked in for Anthony Davis. And it's Rondo in for Green. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
And the talk in their huddle is going to be about taking care of the basketball. And their turnover numbers are terrible.
Timeout called for the Lakers.
All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jalen Suggs.
Oh, wow. His long-distance shooting was just on point this evening. When he crosses that half-court line, you better have a hand in his face or he'll make you pay.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Frank Vogel had some advice for his team. He told his players he expects more from them at the line, saying, quote, keep drawing fouls, keep getting to the stripe. But when you do, you got to make it count. Not looking to give those freebies away. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now, here is James. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. James has got 41.
Love the attitude of James. When it's an important moment, he demands the rock and delivers.
A minute 53 left in the fourth. Here's Ross. James with the rebound. James has got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Pass to Howard. Back to James. Here's Bazemore. James outside. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Bazemore, no good. Orlando leading. And here's the fast break. The pull-up. The Lakers with a rebound. James has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Inside. Picked it out of midair. In transition, the Magic on the run. The 3 from Suggs. It's not going to go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to James. To tie it up. And it's Okeke with a rebound. Trying here to put the game out of reach.
And that's why it's important to play this one smart.
Down low. Count it!
It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
James goes in. Money!
And James loves these big moments. He isn't afraid to shoot it when the game is on the line.
This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Suggs, guarded by Howard, and he buries it.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Up, I can't be on nigga them people. You know what it is, go put that before they breaches. Before they breaches, I'ma get out this I'm striking, I'm throwing my whole lot of money instead it keep coming forever. I'm living my life like a
I know the we making it happen. I like the bougie, but keep me a fantastic. Cartier straight out the plastic. Diamonds in all of my glasses. The magic. Straight out the basket. They say them young have the money too old. It's going nasty. With them. The way we pay, we been giving too many passes. Too many. Drop a bag and cash it. Who gonna press on the fastest? Who? Elastic, new attachment, get tactical. They stole the flow, now they tryna run off with the fashion. My neck got freezing, just give us the reason, make this look easy. Cut blue hundreds with the stones. What's your issue? If you got a block outside the street, ain't no peace treated. They ain't treated. They got me heated. Don't play with the game, they know that we be undefeated. I get. We talking beef, they say that they vegan. Tripping no reason. We cup them on ice and talking the freezer. I said I need it. Just undefeated. Blocking, then I'm go long. He receive it. I can't see it. My wrist look like a snow cone maker. Once I seal, I give her that just like it. Then I leave her. I can't get caught up. I can't be on. Look at them people. You know what it is. Go put that before they breaches. Before they breaches, I'ma get out this and I'm striking. I'm throwing my whole lot of money instead. It keep coming forever. I'm living my life like a slime.
Gucci don't go together. Louis and Dior, I swear go better. He wear my drip, but I wear it better. Kalani, swear you go wetter, huh? On go mode. I should get a chain for the promo.
The level is just too advanced. The bezel is Tiffany stamp. Don't grip on my hand. I know that I came with the slide from left to right, but now I don't wanna dance. I got too much on the line, too much on my mind, too much ain't enough of my plans. Nike don't pay me to tell you just do it. They pay me to show you I do it again.
Huh? Yeah, I'm in control of the block. You know how October get hot. Might make this crib is over the top. The whip is over the top. I thought about letting her go, but I wasn't over the top.
I can't be pale on my. Make sure I with a 10, it's part of the brand. I know that I came with a slide from left to right, but now I don't wanna dance. Can I depend on a man? I slided some bread in the jam, that's just who I am. Custom just waving at us from the window, they don't even come on the plane when we land. Anyone else would retire, but I'm not content. I wanna these like 20 feet down so no one can find them again. It's gotta be scary to witness me carry these around in both of my hands. They stay inviting me over, they say they got. I get there and then it's just them.
Got verse from the boy named Elite. You want to say use instead. Everything good when you live in the hills. Got chef and made for a bed. Can you imagine that I seen? I went from the road to South 20 dreams. The bridge got burned and shattered. I'm climbing, I don't need a ladder. New year, it's a new chapter. Got her snappy, I didn't even snap her. She on the out of anger. Back in the days, life was so hard and Pelham in backyard.
Next, the Mavericks taking on the Lakers. For the Dallas Mavericks, kind of a seesaw affair over the...
They gonna know me as legendary. You win this day.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA. It's all yours.
Kevin, great to hear from you.
You always have. Priorities very straight with you, David. Thank you. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for LeBron James.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And now the Lakers starting group. Howard and AD play together down on the block. Rajon Rondo is out there with Malik Monk. And it's James in at the 3. And for the Mavericks. And the post players for him, Kleba and Porzingis. Trey Burke is... And the post players for him, Kleba and Porzingis. Trey Burke is out there with Doncic. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And Davis wide open. He shoots. At 3 off the mark. Mavericks leading by 6.
And this the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work, but I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end that he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. From 15 feet away, and it's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all-defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
Monk, the pass to James. The Lakers rebound. Goes back up. Porzingis with the block. And he recovers it. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
The drive by LeBron. Does Lakers trail by 15, so the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron and Davis, the dynamic forward pair. Rajon Rondo is out there with Malik Monk, and it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You simply can't bite on that pump fake from LeBron because he is waiting for you to leave your feet, and he's going to lean in to get to the line.
And you look, Doris, at the trouble so many teams have defensively. It's becoming harder and harder to get stops in this league.
And Kevin, there is no doubt that we must redefine what is considered quality defense. Guys are such range shooters now, so highly skilled from the moment they step across half court. It is almost impossible to cover every part of the floor, especially against a team that really moves it. The only thing you can do is give incredible effort and stay tied together on a string.
Here's James. Monk, no one around him.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
And the foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
13 foul.
James looking it over. Shot clock at 6. And he drives in, and he goes right over Luka Doncic and slams it down.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it. Driving inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
The strength of LeBron is something that is never going to go away, and it will always allow him to finish plays like that.
Doncic is checked in for Dallas. Dallas leading by 8. And the post players for him, Kleba and Porzingis. Trey Burke is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
LeBron.
She got a degree, I love her. Said you won't pull up, you said you won't pull up, drive. We gon' pull up, come outside, drive, for real. Drive, said you won't pull up, you said you she won't pull up, get inside. Said she won't pull up, take drive. And we gon' pull up, come outside, drive, for real. Drive, said she won't pull up, get inside. Said she won't pull up, take drive. And we gon' pull up, come outside, drive, for real.
A stunning look at the sunlit clouds above the 10th Avenue Bridge here in Minneapolis. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, BA. Well,
Yeah, Allie, team's definitely motivated to stay in the top 6. Good stuff there. Thank you. So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. The big 3 for this team all out there. Westbrook, the point. LeBron and AD sliding in at the forward spots. Dwight Howard out there with Kent Bazemore. And for the Timberwolves, the backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Ennis in at the 3.
Really good court.
And we're seeing teams pick up the pace. Something you set the trend for in Phoenix, Grant. Why do you think that's becoming more prevalent?
Great question. I mean, in today's game, we're all about the analytics, and that has shown that you shoot a higher percentage earlier in the shot clock. So it makes sense to push the tempo and see what you can get early.
3 on 3. And so in the game for Los Angeles, the big 3 for this team all out there. Westbrook, the point. LeBron and AD sliding in at the forward spots. Kent Bazemore is out there with Dwight Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ennis. Ooh, Howard with a block.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
And Davis slams it home.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
The Timberwolves trail. Russell, the pass to Beasley. Stolen by Bazemore. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop him. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line. And, you know, this could be the season that LeBron passes Karl Malone for second all-time in career scoring. And dare we think this? After a year or 2, perhaps, even passing Kareem, that's almost sacrilege. But it could happen if LeBron stays healthy. His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, BA. The Minnesota Timberwolves and their sister franchise, the Lynx, under new management, or at least that's the plan starting in 2023. A key part of this sales agreement was stipulation that the teams remain in Minnesota, something that's got to make the fans in the Twin Cities very happy.
Oh, that's great news, Allie. Thanks for that. The first free throw is good, and Clark LeBron already the all-time playoff scoring leader and second all-time in final scoring to Jerry West.
Well, it all makes sense, B.A. You add it up. His brilliance, his longevity, his consistency. I mean, he's made the finals just about every year, too. That doesn't hurt when you're talking about playoff stats. It is absolutely incredible what he's been able to do.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander. You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then, boom, right to the rack.
Beasley finds Russell. Shoots over Davis. The shot by Russell, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on.
The Lakers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. James Ennis out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Towns in at the 5, down low. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be
And for the Lakers, the big three for this team all out there. Westbrook the point, LeBron and AD sliding in at the forward spots. Dwight Howard out there with Kent Bazemore.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Over to the wing. Knocked away. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. To the inside. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Great timing and recognition as Howard is able to go up for the...
Double R, big Rolls Royce. Made our own way, they ain't sure. They try to act like they don't know us. They'll be the first to approach us. No loaders. They below us. Been locked in, I'm focused. I'm chosen. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly back across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Spend a little cash, I'm a spoiler. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly back across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Dripping like I'm walking on water. Dripping like I'm walking on the ocean. Tell A put a play in motion. That's me with the token.
And teams often try to point guards. With bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
Jones is out there with Johnson. And it's Vucevic. Then it's Ball. And it's Thomas in at the 2 guard. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Now, here's Vucevic. And it's Ball in the corner. 6 to shoot. Over Howard, and it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
LeBron passes to Bazemore for the lead. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Johnson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Thomas. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. On the wing, James. Defended by Jones. Here's Bazemore. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one.
And you see the team-first mentality of Anthony Davis, wanting to involve his teammates.
Now, here's Ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Trail by 14. So with Davis sitting on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel has out there. Anthony is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then there's Howard. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Bazemore. And they double up LeBron. Bazemore. No one around him. Wide open shot is on the money. And the Lakers lead by 16. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
And they double up LeBron. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Tuesday.
For me, I know she bugging, her intentions only to ride with me. And yeah, she gon' roll the dice for me. Yeah. And yeah, she gon' do it twice for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Turn me on when he say get that. Baby wanna put a. You say yo, I say it's big now. That's right, reach down and pull the cash out. Make me love you, take it last out. Yeah, honest in my hand. Want it, spend them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps the. Yeah, honest in my hand. Want it, spend them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps that. Yeah. Wanna see me?
Fans, get.
I could be throw it back. Let you spin the few stars, keep a bad habit. Real, know what make it flashy. That's how I dress. If you ask me, ask me. You broke, can't catch me. He don't have stats, so I call him Big Daddy. If he want the first, he gotta cash at me. Honest.
Surveying the landscape outside the arena, it's another beautiful sunny day in Los Angeles. Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season. Allie, it's all you.
Thanks a lot, BA. Well, the veteran savvy.
A long wait in the valley for winning basketball. It's back. Good stuff, Allie. Here's a look at some stats for Anthony Davis.
Through the last 10 games, we've seen his rebounding numbers start to slide. He's not being as aggressive on the glass, not like he was earlier on in the season. He needs to get that fire back.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And for Los Angeles, the big three for this team all out there. Westbrook the point, LeBron and AD sliding in at the forward spots. Kent Bazemore is out there with Dwight Howard. Yep, count it. And Grant. Here's James. Give him 8. And so in the game for the Suns, Payne and Booker, the backcourt duo. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Westbrook, the pass to James. Clock at 6. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. The shot's good. Westbrook's got his second basket on the night.
Now, this is Westbrook just being an ultra competitor. He gets in there and the defense has nothing to do.
From about 19, and he knocks the jumper down.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Westbrook against Payne. James, left side. Westbrook against Payne. Now here's Westbrook. Defense is right there. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Bazemore. Stolen by Booker. And Dwight Howard picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Booker.
Second team.
Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. The 11-footer.
Subtle thing there, but Howard terrific at getting his hand up on that shot. Just a quick challenge. He puts forth the effort there to contest. He takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
The Lakers trail. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. DeAndre Ayton being the #1 pick in 2018, his potential is obvious. With this team on the rise, he's looking to impose his will on a nightly basis. Ayton said, quote, "I know how hard I work and what kind of a player I am. I'm trying to take over every possession, being more dominant every game."
Oh, scary thought, Allie. Thanks. Three-pointer, Bridges. James with the rebound. James has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Takes it inside. Oh!
Get up to throw down. Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Payne, pass to Booker. Here's Ayton. And here's Payne. Pounded by Westbrook. Outside Booker. 6 to shoot. Shoots it from the high post. The Lakers with a rebound. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, there was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range work, the long-range work, the inside game work. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
Now here's Crowder, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Now the Lakers moving it up. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, with this brief pause, let's take a look at the league's best passing teams. Phoenix, #1. The Lakers in 5th.
These two squads move the ball with ease. They play an attractive brand of basketball.
And the dominance of LeBron James continues to impress. His drive to keep playing at this kind of level is adding chapters and chapters to his legacy.
McGee, he's checked in for the Suns. To halt the run. Ooh, Howard with a block.
Now that reach of Dwight Howard's is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
The shot by Payne, no good.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots over the top.
Are you kidding? Phoenix calls timeout.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
The big 3 for this team all out there. Westbrook the point, LeBron and AD sliding in at the forward spots. Dwight Howard out there with Kent Bazemore. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Booker. And the Suns miss again.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Here's Bazemore. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Here's Howard. Right side Davis. It's Bazemore on the wing. Back to Howard. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's his first.
And the D's got to be a bit more physical right there. Allowing Dwight to get that deep, not a good idea, which is why he constantly finds his way to the free throw line.
Well, Brent, a lot of times left-handers are trickier to defend, but some say lefties tend to be less ambidextrous than right-handers.
I don't know how those guys play backwards, BA, to be honest with you. But really, it's about throughout the course of the year, there's so few lefties that you're not used to.
Oh, yes, my goodness! A ridiculous slam!
That was nice.
That is a throwdown. Wow, LeBron on the roll. This time rocks it.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Ball passes to Bridges. Ayton against Howard. Back to Bridges. Let's go with a three. Rebound by the Lakers. Westbrook's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the paint. Here's Howard. Comes up empty down low. The Suns leading. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. From about 19. Howard grabs the miss. The Lakers have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Here's James. Back to Bazemore for the lead. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Paul. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
The assist goes to
Booker's got 3. And some steps. Westbrook against Paul. Takes one from 10 feet and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
On the court right now for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Johnson are the forwards. And it's McGee in at the 5. Outside Booker. Outside Paul. Back to Booker. Pass to McGee. 5 on the clock. The turnaround. And the basket by Bridges. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Here's James. And James throws it down.
And the tally just keeps going up for LeBron James.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. And he gets it to go from the high post. Booker's got 18 points now here in the second half.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Double team on James. The 3 is up. They get it again. Goes up with it again. Anthony with a bucket.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Phoenix calls. Westbrook finds Green. Hook loose. Stolen by Bridges. For the finish. Ayton passes to Bridges. Now Crowder. He's guarded by Anthony. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. And it's Crowder missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Anthony, the pass to James. He gets it in there. James has got 33 points.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Bridges against Westbrook. And looks like James outside. Pass to Bazemore. Back to James. There's the drive. Ooh, McGee with the block. Crowder with it. Outside Paul. To tie it up. And that one good. He's got 22.
Yeah, just love how Chris Paul steps up and nails crucial baskets. A huge momentum-changing shot there.
James against Kaminsky. Westbrook outside. This James on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Howard finds Westbrook. Puts it up. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Big possession. They have a chance to take the lead.
It'll be interesting to see what they run.
Here's Kaminsky. And he'll draw the foul. We'll head to the line for 2. Dwight Howard picks one up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. Anthony's checked in for Jordan. Bridges, he's checked in for the Suns. Booker comes in for Crowder.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
Look, give LeBron the ball and get out of the way. LBJ again.
Come to you, issue with trust. Won't let no one get a piece of your love. Yeah, base it on loyalty, base it on us. I ain't the picture perfect type, but I'm making it up. You say you wanna